Welcome in. Thursday, August 19th, Fun Astrology Podcast. Thomas Miller. Got all the bases covered. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good week. Thanks for being here. We're going to take a look at a retrograde completion today. At 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Uranus goes retrograde. So that means all the outer planets, from Saturn all the way to Pluto, are all in retrograde now. And even one that we don't talk about too much on here, but the slowest moving turtle of the bunch, Eris. You remember Eris? It's the planet that is like double the distance to Pluto or past Pluto. I've got a statistic in the course when we're talking about Pluto that if you're going 36,000 miles an hour in outer space, it would take you nearly 10 years to get to Pluto. Now, to put Eris in perspective, could you imagine that? 36,000 miles an hour. And you get to Pluto, and that's your first rest stop, and you're only halfway there. It's like, wow, that one is way out there. But it is also in retrograde. And, of course, it is the planet of Discordia. In mythology, the sister of Mars. Warrior on steroids. So I know a lot of you have been feeling this retrograde season. If you'd like to brush up on when all of these turn direct, just go to the funastrology.com website, go down to where the chart is, and look over to the right, and you'll see. But it's not until October 6th, first Pluto, then Saturn, then Jupiter, all turn direct in October. So this one step forward, two steps back, two steps forward, three steps back dance that we've all been feeling is a lot because of these retrograde planets. Somebody put in our Facebook group yesterday, and if you're not in there, come join us, Subconscious Mind Mastery podcast listeners on Facebook. We talk astrology in there too. And I put a post up about the earthquake yesterday, and somebody in there said, oh, perfect, Uranus getting ready to go direct in Taurus. And I thought, that's it. There you go. See? Shaking the earth before you have to go silent. The folks that own the house here, the guy sends me a text yesterday. He said, I'll call it up here and read it to you. He says, before you moved here, we never had earthquakes, power outages, snakes, howling dogs, hot rodders with loud mufflers, intense rainstorms. He said, Jiminy Cricket, dude, what's up? You just met somebody with 666 in Scorpio in their chart. So now we have all of the outers as of tonight in retrograde. Now, the other major aspect of the day, the aspect du jour, also tonight, 8:30 Eastern Time, the sun will be opposed to Jupiter. We've been applying or moving toward or waxing toward this for at least a week. So this is really the crescendo. Now, whenever you have one of the tense aspects, so a square or an opposition to Jupiter, one of the areas that you look at is what planet is in that aspect. In this case, the sun, you, in other words, in the chart, you. And you apply the meaning of that planet to excesses, over-exaggeration, too much of a good thing. Now remember, the opposition is a little different than the square. The square would be more pure, straight up that, and that's more of the shadow side of the interpretation. But with opposites, you have to remember, they both attract and repel. And I think this is where creating comes into this, because you have an energy that could go either way. So you could have the personal expansion, the growth, the success, the shining out, amplified. Or if you choose the shadow side, then you could have one more of the over-aggrandizement, I guess would be the best way to put it. So this is a really good time just to think about humility and our place in the earth, our place in space in this time. And we're here to serve, and we're here to shine, but we're here to shine in service to others. I heard a sermon from a prominent pastor. You'd probably know his name, you might, but back in the day, this was some time ago, and he was talking to people who were going into the ministry. And he said, be on the guard always of believing your own stuff. You know, that's good advice. What he was saying is, just don't get too big for your britches. But when it's time to shine, it's really time to shine. And I know many of you are feeling this. I heard it so many times in readings. I know there's something more. I know there's something else I should be doing. Well, you're going to be finding it. It's going to come find you. So when it does, be sure to step into it and start to shine out, but do it with great humility. As you think about this aspect, think about Jupiter over here and a line. You'll see it on the chart. I'll put the chart up for today. Jupiter over there, big red line, sun over here. Just think about that. That's a beautiful metaphor of service with humility. I wish you the very best Thursday ever, and I'll see you back tomorrow for TGI Friday, and then we've got Stephanie up on Saturday. We're going to be talking about the moon in Leo. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.